Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Drekker. They're out of Fargo, North Dakota. Reminds me actually of the rewatch Fargo, which is a Coen Brothers film, one of my favorite directors of all time. Director, whatever you want to call it. Love the Coen Brothers. Yeah. So this is, it's berries, it's the berries brains, double fruit smoothie sour. They don't have ABV on here, did they? I don't know. Okay. So anyway, ingredients involved. Lacto, obviously. Strawberry, blueberry, more blueberries, sea salt, lactose, vanilla beans. Funky, crazy, smoothie sour stuff. But I will say, if you listen to Craft Beer and Brewing, one of the most intelligent brewers I've listened to. So they're like, Jesus. Hundreds of Craft Beer and Brewing magazine podcasts, and there's certain podcasts that like I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna skip this one because like not much to say. There are certainly podcasts where you're like, oh, I just learned something. I definitely learned something today. Drekker is a great example. Whoever brewer is, I forget his name, knows his stuff, and highly recommend that podcast. So despite this being a kind of like new world kind of style, jokey, put all the fruit puree, there is intention and intelligence behind the product. So we'll tell you that. But let's think of this beer. Beer comes in, I mean, it looks like a joke. Purple color, very dark. You see like the bubbles of the carbonation are just fighting to get up in the head. But there was a created head for sure. Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's berries for days, right? I mean, it's strawberry, blueberry, sea salt, lactose, vanilla. Yeah. This is berries for days. It smells actually quite tart. I will say that, despite this beer probably being not that tart. We'll see. But definitely some lacto fermentation here. So you get creme fraiche, sour cream, cream cheese, and then just tons of berries. So it's like, honestly, it smells a little bit like, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have had one. I don't like the sweeter flavors. I like an everything bagel with cream cheese. But if you had a blueberry bagel with cream cheese, that's what this smells like. For sure. But a lot of blueberry, for sure. A lot of blueberry on this guy. Cheers. Ooh. That is thick with 3 C's. Maybe 2 C's, maybe not 3 C's. I'm just looking for the ABV. I'm really curious about this guy. All right, guys. We don't know about that. I'm going to guess this guy's like probably 5-6%. Thick, creamy, rich. Yeah. Awesome. I like the little bit of sea salt. They mentioned on the label, but there's a little bit of like clean character on the back end that's really tasty. It makes for savory kind of like, yeah. Any dessert. I'm not a sweet person, so any dessert you give me, blueberry pie, strawberry pie, whatever, a little bit of sprinkling of that kind of like heavy kosher salt, or the Maldon kind of like flaky salt, would just probably do well. Sort of does the same trick with ice cream. Highly recommend it. Chocolate ice cream is a great example of that. French vanilla ice cream, just a little bit of salt. The savory just for me pops the flavors. Some people don't like that because like they like sweets. I don't like sweets, so like that kind of a balance for me personally works. Here it works. Thick, chewy, tons of that kind of like yeah, there you go. Blueberry yogurt thing. We're talking about like Yoplait or whatever you want to call it. Fruit on the bottom. Tons of that macerated, juicy berry character with that kind of like creme fraiche or Greek yogurt or just yogurt tartness to it. So this beer actually shows a lot of lacto. Some beers end up just straight up just sour, but here it's a pure lacto kind of sour. It's a very specifically dairy sour character. Sour, I mean, maybe not sour milk. Again, we have a lot of sour milk products in our life. Cream cheese, sour cream, yogurt. Just hitting all those hard. tons of this kind of like sour yogurt thing going on. Yeah. So this is where craft happens. Like, you know, you think about dummy style. Like, again, a lot of people hate this kind of stuff. A lot of people that were, you know, I mean, I've been in the industry and enjoying craft beer for over a decade. This kind of stuff is like weird. It's newer, and a lot of people like, you know, talk smack about like New England IPA and stuff. This makes sense to me. Does it taste like traditional styles? Is it something that I want to drink every day? No, but it works. Like when you execution is so huge for me, and this is one of the prettiest executions of you know, smoothie sour that I've had. It's so good. I mean, how do you make sense of something that is so decadent and stupid and nuts, but execute it so well, right? Like what's I don't know what's a good example of that. I think fast food is a good example. Like right, you like sort of make something like McDonald's, like mass produced, mass commodity kind of fast food, but then you actually execute it to a different level. We talk about Shake Shack and now mom and pops are doing smash burgers and all that cool stuff. I mean, obviously McDonald's doesn't do that, but you can make a fast food model that executes at a different level, and it's still all greasy fast food, but if it tastes good, it tastes good, right? And if you execute it at the level, you execute it at the level. So, blueberry yogurt. I don't really actually taste too much of the strawberry content in here. Curious what. Pretty fresh, yeah. A couple months. Actually, like probably like 2 months. Yeah, tasty, chewy, rich, blueberry, sweet. I will say the tartness is at a medium spot. I would like a little bit more, but it really just tastes like a really tasty. You know what? A good analogy is, there's these Japanese like berry bubble gums that taste like this, like rich, chewy, puree heavy, not overly sweet, medium-ish kind of acidity, but you get that beautiful, just like the dairy just hits. Like I feel like have like yogurt and creme fraiche in my palate, and it's like, oh, that's delicious. Yeah, impressions there. I don't know. For execution of something this delicious, if you're going to play the game on New World Beer, I'm going to recommend it, and I'm going to give it a solid 97 minus. This is absolutely fantastic. If you're into the smoothie sour kind of game, this has to be one of the best I've ever had. Until next time, guys. Cheers, Drekker. It's the Berries Brains. Cheers later.